Long time lurker here, but I decided to create an account only a couple of days ago. Something happened to me that kind of freaked me out, and I decided to post it here. So I'll start from here. We've moved our houses a fair share of times. From when I was 4 to when I was 12 we kept shifting houses. The permanent home was meant to be constructed by the time I was 7 to 8 years old, but it took at least 5 years more till we could finally move in. Apparently the company building the apartments fell into bankruptcy at some point. I don't really remember a lot about my previous houses, considering how young I was. Just little bits here and there. But there's one small memory I still remember for some reason, and it creeps me out. Me and my brother, 4 or 5 at the time, were waiting for our mom to give us dinner. I looked out of the balcony, we didn't have blinds at that point, and I saw her. She was translucent gray, wearing a black or dark blue dress with white polka dots, and her hair was long and flowy. That's all I remember. I can't remember any more. I don't know if my brother noticed or what I did after that. Infact, the memory was so faint that for the longest time I didn't even know if it was just apart from a dream. We moved, of course, to a much bigger apartment on the 11th floor. I never saw her after that, ever. Until today. It was around 1 a.m. My mum and brother were already asleep. I was cleaning out my keyboard. I was pretty much done with it when I heard something. It was a song, or more like someone humming. It was so soft and faint that I think I barely heard it. No lyrics, just humming. I thought for a moment maybe the people above were having some sort of party or karaoke or whatever. But then I realized it was coming from inside my house. From the hallway, to be more precise. It freaked me out pretty bad. I got my switchblade, guns aren't legal here, out and slowly went into the hall. Once I got there my hand, sort of automatically and also quickly, flipped on the light switch at the start of the hall. But for the millisecond before the light turned on, I saw her. At the edge of the hall. She hadn't aged at all, and wore the same clothes. It took me a second to even recognize her or process the fact that I even saw her. After that it stopped. Somewhat disgruntled, I decided I should just plug back the keyboard and then go to sleep. But before I even turned back, I heard a low thud coming from the main room, or the room I was previously sitting at, accompanied by another similar thud. I went back and saw that both of the batteries from the keyboard, I took them out since my computer was still on, had fallen. It was weird, because I had put an eraser in front of them to stop them from rolling, and the windows were closed. What's more is that they had rolled off the edge of the table that wasn't even facing me. It was the side of the table. It shouldn't even possible that they roll off that side, since they were laying horizontally, the plus, minus sides facing away from me. Some would have to knock it off with their hand to do that. It really freaked me out, but I'm still not sure what to think of it. I'll keep you guys updated if something else happens, but I don't think anything really will. This content was provided by